The woman quietly added poison into the children's rice bowls. To keep them from noticing, she carefully stirred the food. Soon the drunken man returned home. He saw the woman lazily lying on the couch. Furious, he stormed toward her, but his face turned pale in an instant, because he realized the woman and the children were no longer breathing. Seeing this, he finally understood they were all gone, but his regret came far too late. The man had been addicted to drinking and gambling, while the woman sold her blood to make ends meet. But every time she earned a bit of money, he would take it away for gambling. After seeing her children suffer, the woman broke down completely, and decided to take her own life along with the kids. Afterwards, the man turned his life around, and eventually became the richest man in the world. But the guilt never left his heart. One day he couldn't take it anymore, and jumped off a building to end it all. Yet when he opened his eyes again, he found himself back on the day before the woman and children died. Seeing them alive in front of him, he was overwhelmed and rushed to hug them, but his son yelled at him to get out, saying he didn't deserve to be their father. The man immediately dropped to his knees, begging for forgiveness. He swore he'd never gamble again, and would do anything to make it up to them. The woman had heard this promise too many times, but seeing him kneel sincerely and blame himself, she was finally moved, so she agreed to give him one more chance, and gave him money to buy food. Excited, the man rushed out the door. A neighbor who saw this became suspicious. Noticing the bruises on the woman's face, she assumed the man had hit her again, so she urged her to remarry, and even said she had already arranged a match for her. But the woman refused. She believed the children couldn't grow up without their father, and that the man had truly changed this time. The neighbor warned her not to trust him, then added that if the man returned without food, she must agree to the arranged marriage. Meanwhile, the man truly went out to buy food, but the townspeople avoided him because of his past gambling habits. No one wanted to talk to him. Feeling discouraged, he swore he'd change his destiny. At the street corner, he saw a friend on a motorbike. He remembered that in the previous life, this friend had made a fortune selling soap, so he asked to join him in business. His friend was thrilled, and said a batch of soap had just arrived. He offered to let the man sell it, and keep the extra profit as commission. The man agreed without hesitation. The next day, he set up a stall outside a store to sell the soap. The new type of soap quickly drew attention. He told the crowd each bar cost $2, and buying 5 came with a free towel. Attracted by the good deal, people rushed to buy. The entire batch sold out quickly. His friend was impressed, and told him about another product, a shipment of VCDs that no one wanted. He asked if the man wanted to try selling them. The man remembered that a business conference would be held the next day, and that the event failed in the previous life because of faulty VCDs. Even the official in charge got fired. He confidently promised he could sell them all. Meanwhile, the neighbor brought her matchmaking candidate to the house, and tried to convince the woman to think of the kid's future, but the woman firmly rejected the offer. While they argued, the man returned home.